2023!
Congratulations, Ariana. We'll go over. And they'll turn so that it's a shape like this. So the question is, and maybe it's grabbing it and I'm stepping back here. I'm not sure. This year to get us out of the side, which is nice.
Yeah, it's a good question. So let's ask Ms. Dara for a question. Leah. Good morning. It is my honor to welcome everyone on this beautiful morning on this glorious campus to Holderness School's 144th commencement celebration. I would like to begin by asking the Right Reverend Rob Hirschfeld, the Bishop of New Hampshire, to lead us in our invocation.
Let us pray. O God, from whom we come and to whom we go, and by whose will the time between is time to discover ourselves, to serve others, and to find you. We offer thanks for this time at Holderness, for the changes we have seen in ourselves, for new knowledge, new friendships, new perspectives in our lives. Help us to remember, help us to continue to become, help us to be of service in this world. Bless this ceremony of commencement in which we offer thanks to all who have supported us and guided us to this moment, our families, our teachers, the staff here, the earth itself. May we always look to the hills and find you present, guiding us to live lives for God, all creation, and all humankind. In the name of God we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Bishop Rob. Family, friends, and members of the class of 2023. Commencement speaker, Gabriel Sherman, class of 97. Holderness employees and members of the Board of Trustees. It is my great pleasure and humble privilege to welcome you to our commencement today to honor the class of 2023. Traditionally, our board chair would share her greetings right now. But Nell Reynolds, the chair of our Board of Trustees, is in North Carolina, supporting her daughter and proud Holderness alum, Andrea Reynolds, as she and her Boston College teammates pursue an NCAA championship after their thrilling 8-7 win over Syracuse last night. Yeah, Andrea will be playing for the national championship tomorrow, but we do have her sister, Emma, here in the audience from the class of 2022. And Nell has passed along a message that I'd like to share with you all today. Nell's coming to the end of her 4-year term as our chair. And so in that aspect, she shares a very similar time at Holderness. And I think her remarks are going to resonate with our class as they think together about their 4 years. Dear greetings, class of 2023, family, friends, alumni, and staff. I'm deeply sorry that I cannot be with you in person today to close out the journey that we began together. My tenure as board chair commenced in the summer of 2019, and like those of you who were entering as freshmen that fall, I too was approaching a new year of learning within the Holderness community. The challenges that you and I expected in our first years were significantly compounded in March of 2020, as the world around us drastically changed. My goal for the board and for the Holderness community was to arise from those challenges stronger than before, and to have learned from every obstacle thrown our way. Class of 2023, you are an integral part of Holderness having achieved that goal. We learned together that while life can be unpredictable in the extreme, hard work, a caring community, and dedication to a mission will always ensure your survival and ultimate success. We also learned that the right decisions are often the hardest, and therefore they are the most meaningful, because true effort towards something in which you believe serves as its own reward, whether it is in the classroom, on the field or ski hill, in the boardroom, or on the campus path. Take these lessons with you as you graduate today. Hold the motto and mission of Holderness close to you as you walk onto new campuses in the fall. Meet every challenge with curiosity, character, and community in mind. As you have heard from us over and over, you can do hard things. These words and lessons from Holderness will help you do them, and the rewards you reap from your efforts will lead you to even greater successes. Good luck, and go Bulls. I'm thinking she may be watching this from North Carolina on the live stream, so thank you, Ms. Reynolds, for your words, for your wisdom, your leadership, and your deep care for Holderness over the course of your time as board chair. I'd also like to officially welcome and recognize John Hayes, a proud parent of 2 Holderness graduates who will be stepping into our new role as board chair in July. We thank him, and we're grateful for his help and leadership. Holderness remains in good hands. Mr. Hayes. This year's commencement speaker, Gabriel Sherman, is a Holderness alum from the class of 1997 and a very successful journalist, screenwriter, and best-selling author. Mr. Sherman is uniquely suited to the job of speaking to our graduating seniors today. Gabe's accomplishments as a professional journalist and author are as impressive as they are numerous. He's a special correspondent at Vanity Fair magazine. Previously, Gabe served as national affairs editor at New York Magazine and is a regular contributor to NBC News. He is the author of the 2014 New York Times bestseller, The Loudest Voice in the Room, which he adapted into the Golden Globe-winning Showtime series starring Russell Crowe. Last year, he was a writer and producer on the ABC primetime drama Alaska Daily, starring Hilary Swank. Gabe graduated from Middlebury College and lives in New York City with his wife Jennifer and their children Annalise and Sebastian, who we are thrilled have joined us here today. We are so honored to welcome Gabe Sherman to the podium to deliver the commencement address.
Thank you. Thank you, John, for that generous introduction. And it's really great to be back here at Holderness after many years with my parents and my family in the audience. Mom, Dad, I hope you see your tuition dollars paid off. But I'm truly honored to be here to celebrate the class of 2023. Congratulations. So perhaps you've seen in the news recently that the Writers Guild of America, the union representing screenwriters, is on strike against the Hollywood studios fighting for fairer pay, which means I haven't been able to work as much as I want to, which means I've had a lot of time to think about what I want to talk about today. And I have 3 lessons that I've relied on in my life and career that have been helpful to me that I wanted to share with all of you. First, your life is your story. Approach it as a writer would. When I sat down to write my biography of Fox News founder Roger Ailes, I wrote the last sentence first. Knowing the ending of the book would be my North Star during the 2 years I spent writing the 600-page manuscript. So now think about how you all want your story to end. Think 3, 5, 10 years out. Your ending can always change, but if you know where you're going, it's hard to get lost. Next, it's okay to get lost. When I was about 2/3 of the way through writing my book, I hit a wall. I had finished all of the research, I had interviewed more than 600 people, but I couldn't find my way through a particular chapter. Writers call this being too close to the story. I needed to step back, let time pass, and gain perspective. Holderness taught me the value and importance of perspective. On Outback, during Solo, I wrote a letter to myself that I received during my freshman year of college. I was told that this tradition still continues, which is really great. I don't remember exactly what I wrote, probably something about why my ski racing results weren't better, or a girl I had a crush on didn't like me. But the worries and the questions that had preoccupied me as a high school junior didn't seem so big after all when I was in college. That's because I had distance from my story. So when you hit a wall in your life, and you will, remember, take a step back. Go for a walk. Remember, in time, the challenges that you're facing will not seem so big with the benefit of hindsight. Last, be okay with discomfort. You're ready for it. As John just said, Holderness prepares you to do hard things. Another quick story from Outback. The campsite that I was selected for Solo looked like an idyllic place to spend 3 days alone in the middle of winter in the White Mountains. After saying goodbye to my group, I marched into the woods and set up my tarp at the base of a big rock that I thought would protect me from the wind. I spent the afternoon gathering firewood for my first night on my own, determined to have the fire going before sundown. Yes, I was one of those kids growing up who was scared of the dark. So as the sun set, I piled up the logs and lit a fire. I enjoyed the warmth of the flames for a few moments until, to my shock and dismay, my fire turned into a cloud of steam. The flames had melted through the snowpack, and it turns out that my perfect campsite was actually on top of what was probably a bog, a swamp, basically a wet mess. My fire wouldn't stay going for more than a few minutes at a time. I spent 3 very cold and lonely days before reuniting with my group. Fast forward a few years after college, I landed an internship at a small newspaper on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. I wanted to be a reporter. So when a job opened up, the editor of the paper gave me a tryout. The job was for the real estate section, writing write-ups of the biggest Manhattan real estate deals of the week when celebrities and fancy people bought fancy apartments. Other papers in the city, like the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal, had similar columns, and it was very competitive to get the latest breaking news. There was just one problem. I'm terribly shy and scared of talking to people, which is kind of a big problem for journalism when the #1 job description is that you have to interview people. So the editor of the paper gave me a list of about 50 real estate brokers that were friendly to the paper that had helped out in the past. And my job every day was to come into the office and cold call the brokers and convince them to dish about their fancy real estate sales. It sounds like telemarketing, right? Well, in reality, that's what a lot of journalism is. You call strangers and you ask them to tell you things. And I remember every morning I came into that office, I sat at my desk, and I stared at the phone with a pit in my stomach. But having gone through solo, without really having to able to build a fire, I knew I could handle uncomfortable situations. So I took a deep breath and I started making those phone calls. And that was how I got my start. Even today, I'm not totally comfortable doing interviews. I guess it's like the actor who gets stage fright. But I do it because I know I can. So remember, you all have gone to Holderness. You can do hard things. Thank you.
Thank you for those thoughtful and wise words, Gabe. And for your contributions to the world of journalism and seeking truth. We are pleased to present you with the Distinguished Alumni Award, which is given to a graduate who has displayed outstanding leadership and service in their community or professional field. I would like now to welcome to the podium School President-elect George Fortin from our class of 2024.
Class of 2023, congratulations. I apologize if I get a little emotional, but I just hope that goes to show how much you guys all mean to me. You all have worked so hard to make it to this day. Personally, I want to thank all of you for welcoming me to this school this year. Your constant effort and support to this community have not gone unnoticed. Selfishly, I want to take a second to thank those graduating who have most directly eased my transition into boarding life, helped me thrive in my time here, and have inspired me to hopefully leave a fraction of the impact they have left on me. So to my dorm mates, Styles, Emmett, Clayton, Eric, Bryce, and Spencer. To my teammates, Declan, Shay, and Dalton. To my castmates, Maya, John, Johnny, Jess, Caroline, Max, Hannah, Ariana, Phoebe, Leon, and Tommy. To Jackson, Evan, Nina, and Terry. Thank you. Thank you all for taking me under your wing, guiding me, and inspiring me and so many others to continue to be the best version of ourselves, because we feel like we'd be disappointing you if we didn't. I would like to recognize Jackson for the incredibly hard work he's put into this school. Just in the past month, I have been busier than ever, so I have a ton of respect for you. For putting forth nothing shy of your best when it comes to handling all the stuff that may go unnoticed, while maintaining your admirable leadership qualities, and just being an overall great guy. I appreciate all your guidance, and next year I hope to reach the bar you've set for me. Seniors, you should be very proud of yourselves. And not just because you kept your grades steady enough to graduate. This right here is different. Graduating from high school is a tremendous accomplishment. However, graduating from Holderness is something that only so many people have the honor to say that they've done. And I say Holderness, and I'm sure some of the same moments and events jump to our minds. Special programs, bonfire, Proctor Day. That's too easy though. I want you all to take a moment and think about some of the little things. Maybe a night you spent up late with your friends in the dorm. A deep conversation you shared with a coach, teacher, advisor, or dorm parent. Maybe a class that you bonded with like no other, a class that you truly looked forward to each day. Sure, the big memories are fun and make for some great stories, but the little things are what make your experience at Holderness. They've shaped you into who you are today and into who you'll be tomorrow. When you think about your time at Holderness, hold these seemingly smaller moments at the same value as you do the more obvious ones. Appreciate those who have directly impacted you, and carry these moments on with you, recycling them as you help shape others in your new journeys. Before I go, I want to leave you with one last message. Try new things. Embrace challenges. Step outside your comfort zone. I heard you all say it in your videos at Hagerman the other day. I wish I could count how many times I said it. Take that to heart. Life is short, and like a wise man named Tommy Duane once said to us all, I don't want you to think to yourself, damn, I really wish I did that. Seniors, I can't thank you all enough for everything you've done for me, for this school, and most importantly for each other. You all should be very proud that you're here today. Good luck and congratulations.
Thank you, George. Like you, we are certainly glad this class of 2023 touched all of our lives. And now I would like to call up our outgoing school president, Jackson Iwa.
Thank you, George, for those kind words. I'll be looking forward to seeing what you do next year. Hello, and thank you all for joining in the celebration of the class of 2023. Around this time, for the last 4 years, I can recall the seniors telling of how quickly their senior year went by. Wow, they really weren't kidding. In fact, 4 years felt like a blink of an eye. I've come to realize that there are so many things that play a part in that blink. First, all of you. I came to Holderness as a member of the class of 2022. I'll be honest with all of you, I was nervous and a little upset about leaving my class. I quickly figured out that this is exactly where I was supposed to be, and that all that nervousness and mixed emotion was futile. It almost feels like this was the class I started with, which really speaks to all of you. We've been through so much in our time here, and I could go back and talk about March of our freshman year. However, I don't really want to dwell on the past, so I'll just say I'm so proud of our resilience and energy this class has carried with them each and every year, buying into making every year one to remember. Look where we are now. Second, all of the teachers and faculty who led us in so many more ways than the classroom. For example, in the winter, I'd show up for English class with Dr. Gaudette, and then 3 hours later, we'd be on a bus together heading on to take our next competition in hockey. Or chemistry with House, followed by an echoing of screaming and shouting from the main turf. You all have played such major roles in our lives, guiding us, teaching us, cooking, coaching, running, playing, and celebrating with us. All the love and commitment to our time here at Holderness hasn't gone unnoticed. Thank you to all the faculty who will never forget. Third, the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. As a senior, you want your final year of high school to go perfectly. You come to campus with all sorts of expectations and goals. As senior leaders, our goal this year was to bring back the spirit to Holderness. The seniors before us did so well in recovering our traditions, it was our job to bring them back to life. Thank you guys for helping us accomplish our goal. All the energy you brought to special programs, games, performances, concerts, plays, and musicals made them so much more fun and really brightened up these moments for us. The Holderness experience is a cyclical one. You show up to campus with your families and you head out into the woods. You blink and you're sitting in front of them here today, but it feels like you were just heading out into the woods. My advice is that you do as much as you can here, because more often than not, you end up having fun. And in your last years, be present and take it all in. whatever that looks like for you. I can't tell you how many times I've stared out at the sunset behind campus in these last few weeks. Finally, I want to thank Mr. McVeigh. As the new head of school came to us, we were excited to see how the year would play out. As seniors, we worked a lot with Mr. McVeigh, and right from the beginning, we knew this was going to be fun. You became our biggest asset for the year, and being able to be here for us as much as you were, despite your intense schedule, made this year so special. You were able to experience a lot of our firsts this year with us, and it was really fun to do it together. In fact, seeing you out on OB, first of all, hearing you were going in the first place, proved how much you're ready to devote yourself to our school. Now, a few final words to the seniors. As we embark on our next adventures, there will be new faces on the path. New line mates and bus buddies. You'll find another group of people you walk downtown with. Another best friend you can't stop laughing with in class. But what comes along with all these new people and friends are the bonds and memories we've created here at Holderness. We'll be able to carry them forward for the rest of our lives. I want to share a psalm that I carried with me on my gloves throughout my outbacks. Before I do, I want you to imagine yourself in the future, far from the mountains and lakes we call home, buried in work and stress from the day. Use this whenever one of those days doesn't seem to be turning around. Here goes. I lift up my eyes to the hills. From where does my help come? My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. Look up as you did on the trails of the White Mountains. Look up as you did after cram studying the last few nights before midterms. Look up as you did before you started your 5th class of the day. Look up as you did when you walked around Holderness School. We're ready to take on our next adventures with our heads high. Look up and remember how you have Holderness School on your list of accomplishments. And for those who are still getting there, look up. I often found that when you looked up around here, you'd find something you didn't even know you needed. Now, this is one that I've used before, but I can't think of a better way to express my final words to you all. Here goes. I think it's important to take the time to tell the people you love how much you love them while they can hear you. So now that you're all here and forced to listen to me, I love you guys so much. Thank you for a ride of a lifetime, and if I could go back and do it all again, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Thank you.
Thank you, Jackson. We are grateful for your leadership, and we'll miss you greatly. Before we present diplomas, we have 3 special alumni awards we'd like to present. I will now present the Reverend B.W. Pete Woodward Jr. Prize on behalf of Pete Woodward. Pete served as the head of school at Holderness from 1977 to 2001. He's unable to be here today as he's attending his grandson's high school graduation, but he joined me on campus this week for breakfast, and he asked me to share his warmest congratulations and wishes for best of luck to the class of 2023. The Reverend B.W. Pete Woodward Jr. Prize is given in recognition of a Holderness graduate in their junior year of college for academic performance, exceptional leadership, and contributions made to their college community. This year, we have the honor of awarding this prize to an outstanding and deserving recipient. Studying arboriculture, landscape management, and business at Paul Smith's College, Gus Whitcomb is most comfortable hanging in the tree canopy or moving fast along a single-track trail. Gus is an exceptional student, a fixture on Paul Smith's Dean's List, and recently named an outstanding student in the arboriculture program. He's a proven athlete, earning All-American honors in Nordic skiing while helping guide Paul Smith's to a 2022 U.S. Collegiate Ski and Snowboard Association National Championship. When he's not studying or competing, he's sharing his love for the outdoors with others. Founder of the school's mountain biking team, Gus runs the campus bike room, providing maintenance and support for anyone who needs help. He also keeps Paul Smith's campus trails maintained throughout the year, even learning how to operate the Nordic trail groomer. As his coach shared with us, his greatest area of growth has been how much he, in his own way, brings others along with him, not just on his adventures, but in all aspects of what he does. For his academic performance, exceptional leadership, contributions to his college community, and an unapologetic and boundless love of the outdoors, I am honored to present the Reverend B.W. Pete Woodward Jr. Prize to Gus Whitcomb from the class of 2020. The Right Reverend Douglas E. Thurner Award is named in honor of the 8th Bishop of New Hampshire, a faithful servant of Holderness School. This award is given to a person who has significantly increased and furthered the mission of the school. This year, we present 2 awards. Our first award winner was actually up here yesterday, helping us to recognize Tommy Raymond and his appointment to West Point, which is where our award winner himself graduated before serving in the U.S. Army for almost 20 years as a Ranger Qualified Special Forces officer. He's also the parent of 2 Holderness alums who are here with us today, so it feels fitting that we also get to honor him. Unwavering devotion. It's a fitting description of Jim Steiner. When help is needed during Outback, Jim is there. For the last 15 years, Jim, a caring past parent, has made sure students and adults participating on Outback have ample support and even some luxuries not commonly found deep in the White Mountains. Snow machine lagging? Don't worry, Jim's found a way to get some fully maintained snow machines exclusively dedicated to the Outback program for transporting supplies to and from base camp. But the snowpack on the trail is thinning? No problem. Jim will just do some trail maintenance and even reinforce the trails with snow. Missing the feel of a warm meal or suddenly craving a New England seafood boil? Jim's got hot coffee, lobster tails, perhaps some biscuit or seafood chowder, and a good story for anyone needing a special meal as they come through base camp. All of these things that Jim has done are wonderful, but unwavering devotion, that is best described by the challenges Jim has overcome to support Outback. 10 days after a hip replacement, Jim was helping out at base camp. A few years later, Jim was tending the fire and handing out meals just 5 months after a kidney transplant. A year or 2 after that, Jim is ferrying supplies and telling stories around the campfire 4 months after a double knee replacement. Filled with joy, a few new body parts, and unwavering devotion, Jim Steiner has made our remarkable Outback program even more remarkable and has significantly increased and furthered the mission of Holderness School. It is such a pleasure to award him the Right Reverend Douglas E. Thurner Award.
I know I stand between the parents and the graduates and their diplomas, but 4 quick thank yous if I may. First, to my wife Terry, who has managed to move from back there to up here, for all of her support, which makes my ability to be part of Outback possible. Secondly, thank you to my daughters, Elise, class of 10, and Erica, class of 12. Thank you for choosing Holderness. Separately, every year, senior leaders come out to Outback for a 2nd time, and in Jackson's case, a 3rd time, to support Outback and the junior class who just completed it. I'd like to ask them to stand quickly so I can just say thank you to those of you who are senior leaders this year who supported Outback. Thank you very much. They're a great group to engage with, as are all the students. And lastly, my colleagues of the last 15 years, the faculty and staff, present and past, Fordo, who make Outback possible. Would you all please stand so I can say thank you to you? Thank you very much.
We need to take a picture here. For our second award, the Holderness school community lost Carrie O'Connell in a tragic motorcycle accident last August. Carrie was a kind and gentle soul, a pillar of our community, and a caring member of our dining services team, who fed and nourished us for 35 years. Carrie cut an imposing figure, a giant of a man with a slick bald head and a big beard. But all of this was a facade. Carrie was a teddy bear. He spoke softly, with an indescribable calm and tenderness. He was a friend to everyone and manifested his love and care for the community through food. Years ago, without any prompting, Carrie volunteered to join the Outback program at base camp and provide meals for the base camp staff and any passerby during the solo period. Year after year, he would set up a makeshift kitchen, greet folks with hot coffee, and cook made-to-order meals for everyone. If love is a homemade meal, how do you describe a scratch-made meal just for you, deep in New Hampshire's White Mountains? Even after he retired in 2018, Carrie kept coming back to cook on Outback. Whether in Weld or base camp, Carrie's love for Holderness and the people here was boundless. We don't have Carrie anymore, but we have ways to remember him. We remember Carrie through the dedication of the base camp kitchen, now named Carrie's Kitchen. We remember Carrie through our commitment to live like Carrie, a pledge Outback made this year to live as Carrie did, to live in good fellowship. And we remember Carrie by honoring his memory and awarding him the Right Reverend Douglas E. Thurner Award. I now ask Carrie's wife, Yvette, to accept this award in Carrie's memory. I mentioned during Prize Day yesterday that we had 3 faculty awards, but that the third would be given today. I now invite Peter Durnan to the podium up to present this final faculty award.
Thank you, Mr. McVeigh. It's an honor to give a special faculty award to Trey Jones. During his time at Holderness, Trey emerged quietly, humbly, and steadily as a vital student leader. Among his many gifts, he possesses a disarming gratitude. Whether he's recounting advice offered by his coaches, pondering the intricacies of an assignment for AP Comp Gov, or recalling some snacks Mr. Cosby brought to evening study hall, Trey gives thanks. He also has that smile, a smile that expresses so many things. Unsurprised glee at dominating his many fantasy football leagues, head-shaking disbelief witnessing the foolishness of the youngsters in Henderson dorm, sometimes a deep, wistful philosopher's smile as he marvels at the mysteries of his young life. Trey, you've confronted pain of sorts that many of us will never know, and you have been unwaveringly supportive, selfless, and compassionate. You're a lovable goof, too. What a joy it is to offer you this well-deserved award. Oh, here, I think we do a photo, here.
Thank you, Peter, and thank you to Trey and the Jones family. We're thrilled you can be here today, and hope you know that all of you will forever be a part of this Holderness community. Associate Head of School, Toby Fenninger, will now come forward to read our seniors' names as Bishop Rob Hirschfeld helps me to present the diplomas.
Hello to our seniors, families, guests, and members of the Holderness community. This is the moment we've been waiting for. As we celebrate each member of the class of 2023 today, we will share a few words about each senior. These senior sentences were written by faculty advisors and other members of the community who know these graduates well. As we introduce each senior, we'll refer to them using the names that we have come to know and love. So without further ado, let's begin to introduce the members of the Holderness School class of 2023. From Hingham, Massachusetts, Ariana Teresa Anastos, the third of three sisters to bring her homegrown sass to Holderness. This spirited and cheerful Bob Brooks Award recipient has been the queen of her hive since she first arrived on campus 4 years ago. Intellectually pugnacious and socially supportive, this Graham dorm leader will be missed. Congratulations, Ariana. From Quebradillas, Puerto Rico, Lian Marie Aviles Abrams, with a twinkle in her eye and a how can I help attitude, this Clarkson Award recipient has come so very far since first arriving on campus from Puerto Rico 4 years ago. She leads by doing and shows everyone every day that kindness and caring do matter. Her love of basketball may only be eclipsed by her commitment to family and community. Congratulations, Lian. From Guilford, New Hampshire, John David Blanford. From the Hagerman stage to the basketball court to numerous adventures with the outing club, with a raised eyebrow and a hand on his chin, John approached the variety of things he did at Holderness with a combination of curiosity and skepticism. May the joy you find in your work ratchet up as you embark on a career in nursing. Congratulations, John. From Wilmington, Massachusetts, Ella Rose Cedroni. This Webster Cup recipient loves games, pretty much any game with a scoreboard, ball, or puck. She is a competitor, and whether it's digging deep for a puck in the corner or putting the ball in the net, Ella has given up much to us with her boisterous laugh, genuine connection to students of all ages, and an unapologetic love of life. Congratulations, Ella. From Sorel Tracy, Quebec, Canada, Maxine Charbonneau. Despite a slight language barrier when he first arrived, Maxime, with his ready smile, kind heart, and warm spirit, quickly won the respect of his teachers and friendship of his dorm brothers and teammates. Max possesses a joie de vivre that needs no translation. Congratulations, Maxime. From Lake Placid, New York, Cosette Nadeau Charon. To know Cosette is to know a friend. With her easygoing nature and bubbly personality, she has graced us with her positivity and good cheer, whether she's competing on the slopes, hanging on the quad, relaxing in the dorm, or attending required payback for 4 incredible years. Congratulations, Cosette. From Salem, New Hampshire, Maya Rose Clemente. From belting out a Lizzo song in her 9th grade year to playing a flirt in Footloose, this Gallup Award recipient has brought style and swagger to our stage, impressive rigor to her studies, and an empathetic disposition to her leadership in Canal Dorm. Congratulations, Maya. From Paget, Bermuda, Delia Hargraves Cooper. Delia's calm nature and open-minded curiosity have made her an excellent dorm leader, classmate, and friend. She has given 100% of herself to the Holderness community for 4 years and always makes others feel seen, heard, and loved. Congratulations, Delia. From Tewksbury, Massachusetts, Megan Patricia Cunningham. From a shaky first week of freshman year, fresh out of an appendectomy, Megan has gotten only stronger, whether on ice guarding the net, forging friendships in the dorm, or displaying commitment to her classes. We hope her sense of wonder, loyalty, and adventure never dims. Congratulations, Megan. From Lincoln, Massachusetts, William Mason Thornhill Damon. The path to Will's fabulous finish of his Holderness career took many turns. But beneath the hijinks and humor, there's a prodigious intellect and gritty determination, qualities that, along with his wide smile and cheerful demeanor, will ensure him success in and out of the classroom next year. Congratulations, Will. From Atherton, California, Hannah Louise Donahue. Vibrant, mature, and deeply conscientious, this year's Haslam Award winner possesses that unique ability to make everyone around her feel cared for. She is the glue holding together her network of friends and dorm mates, a regard that extends out to the whole community. That compassion, along with her speed and hustle on any field of play, reflects the kind of determination and skill that will take her far and influence many. Congratulations, Hannah. I would now like to ask Holderness community member John Donovan to present the next diploma to his son. From Holderness, New Hampshire, Dalton Wallace Donovan. Dalton, these words are from your dad. While he's a hard-working student and devoted friend, Dalton's true love and passion is basketball. We will all miss seeing you around campus with your ball under your arm and in the gym all hours of the day, 12 months a year. Son, I will really miss your visits to my classroom just to say hi. Congratulations, Dalton. He's not even my own child. From Stratham, New Hampshire, Dean Johns Driscoll. Dean has literally grown up a lot in his 4 years at Holderness. A standout in lacrosse and a fixture in the weight room, Dean's work ethic and determination will no doubt lead to continued success on the field and in the classroom. Dean will be remembered as a great teammate and a very loyal friend. Congratulations, Dean. From Framingham, Massachusetts, Thomas McAdams Duane. In 2 short years, Tommy has taken advantage of so much that Holderness has to offer. He was quickly recognized for his leadership, athleticism, and overall care for others. From the Hagerman stage to the outdoor chapel, Tommy has entertained and inspired us. And just like Mama said, his first time on the stage won't be his last. Congratulations, Tommy. From Williston, Vermont, Adelaide May Durant. During her 3 years on our campus, Adelaide modeled impactful, quiet leadership. From her participation in the outdoor leadership program to supporting many school events, Adelaide demonstrated a commitment to this community, her studies, and her friends, always bringing joyful energy to everything she did. Congratulations, Adelaide. From Air, Massachusetts, Jackson Cade Iwa. Jackson is the first 3-time participant in OB and the school leader that helped us to make Holderness feel like Holderness after COVID. This Frost Award recipient was not afraid to take a stand and was always kind and welcoming to others. An inspirational and humble school president, Jackson has left a deep mark on the school he loves. Congratulations, Jackson. From Washington, D.C., Eliza Catherine Aiken Erlacher. Whether playing with a faculty child, glazing a ceramic pot, wielding a racket on the JV doubles court, or hanging out with her friends in the dorm, Eliza has embodied intelligence, sensitivity, and an authentic commitment to connecting with others during her 3 years at Holderness. Congratulations, Eliza. From Denver, Colorado, Maximilian Andrew Fisher. A true scholar-athlete, Max worked tremendously to balance the rigor of his academic program with his ski schedule in his 2 years at Holderness, finding success in both pursuits. Always ready to greet you with a smile and polite conversation, Max is well prepared for his next adventure. Congratulations, Max. From Unionville, Pennsylvania, Phoebe Poltney Fisher. Full speed ahead. Phoebe is a fierce competitor who gives her all to everything she does, whether on the playing field, on the ice, in the classroom, or even during COVID, where she was the all-pandemic leader for days logged in quarantine. The last of 4 Fishers, we will miss this dedicated Holderness family from Pennsylvania in the years ahead. Congratulations, Phoebe. From York, Maine, Ethan Daniel Ford. Ethan is creative and thoughtful, and though he seems pretty laid back, watch him in a friendly competition among his peers, and you will see a fierceness that his outward demeanor belies. He's a Niles dorm leader who loves his family and classic rock, and we will miss his gentle demeanor and sly smile. Congratulations, Ethan. From North Kingston, Rhode Island, Trevor O'Brien Fox. Lovably disorganized and beloved by his friends and teammates, Trevor has displayed remarkable personal growth in his time here. Trevor's world and the world beyond have changed so much in his time, and we could not be more proud of where he ends this phase of his journey as he embarks on the next. Congratulations, Trevor. From Ashland, New Hampshire, Abigail Evelyn Frankowski. Navigating a path through a new school as a junior is not an easy thing to do, but Abigail dedicated herself to her studies, knowing the importance of her education and where it will take her. Her capstone allowed her to explore the human heart and the work of cardiologists, a field of great interest to her. This scholar's future has a strong pulse. Congratulations, Abigail. From Shanghai, China, Ting An Diane Fu. Diane has provided the artistic spark for many aspects of Holderness life, whether it's decorating OB mitts for 4 graduating classes of Outback participants, designing and painting theater sets, or displaying her art in the gallery. Diane has shared her creativity and talent generously with others and demonstrated the impact that can be delivered through the fine arts. Congratulations, Diane. From Dover, Massachusetts, Madeline Ruby Gibbs. It's not easy coming to Holderness as a new senior, but Maddie made a splash when she first arrived, and literally, it was in the waters of Squam Lake. Her breezy personality and casual approach to work disguise her deep pool of academic talent. Maddie, may the memories of this year with its challenges and accomplishments help you settle quickly into your next adventure. Congratulations. From Morrisville, Vermont, Evan Kenneth Grammis. Evan is dedicated to everything he does, even while understating his accomplishments. You'd have to ask to know he was on the podium after a weekend race, because he would be the last one to tell you. His support of fellow skiers and others on campus has been a tremendous gift, and we look forward to following his future successes. Congratulations, Evan. From Andover, Massachusetts, Nina Marie Grapponi. This year's Don and Pat Henderson Award recipient has been unfailing in her kindness and commitment to community. Elected a top 4 school leader, Nina broadened her care to the whole school and committed to the work before her with understated effort, determined hard work, and all with a ready smile. Congratulations, Nina. From Higganum, Connecticut, Tyler David Gross. Always flashing his genial, wide smile, Tyler has earned the respect and friendship of anyone who comes into his orbit. He works hard, never complains, and has steadily become a strong, confident student, athlete, and loyal friend to many. Congratulations, Tyler. From Laguna Beach, California, Casper Menon Hammer. A California dreamer, Casper's wit and intelligence are matched only by his independence and free spirit as he fearlessly follows his own path and looks toward the horizon to chase his goals, ideals, and of course, that perfect set of waves. Congratulations, Casper. From South Hamilton, Massachusetts, Emmett Finothy Harris. As willing to challenge ideas in the classroom as opponents on the lacrosse field, Emmett's drive and curiosity prepared him well to lead spirited debates in all aspects of school life. After fighting through several physical injuries, Emmett finished his 4-year lacrosse career with the best Selly game in the league. Congratulations, Emmett. From Guilford, New Hampshire, Ava Marie Hosmer. From overcoming challenges to supporting and caring for her peers, teammates, and family, Ava's unapologetic and authentic positive attitude make her a master of doing her own thing. As a day girl leader and a basketball team captain, her approachability fostered strong relationships in many spheres of the school. Congratulations, Ava. From Stowe, Vermont, Hans Alexander Huber. This Webster Cup winner is the ultimate team player who has excelled in all facets of Holderness life. As a Green Dorm leader, a multi-sport captain, and a dedicated scholar, he has left his mark on this community, and his impact will be sorely missed. Congratulations, Hans. From New Canaan, Connecticut, Logan Everett Johnson. When Logan isn't on the water chasing fish, he's likely dreaming about his next piscatorial hookup. Is it any surprise that he researched, of all things, fish for his senior capstone? A kind-hearted young man with a gentle and generous spirit, Logan is a deep thinker who enjoys plumbing the depths, whether in a classroom discussion or on a river. Congratulations, Logan. From Woodstock, Vermont, Daniel Varian Trey Jones III. With a huge heart, an inviting smile, and a mind on fire with ideas, Trey cultivates respect and friendship from every direction. Idealistic, mature, and charmingly goofy, Trey makes the world a little bit better, a little happier every day. Congratulations, Trey. From Stowe, Vermont, Ryan Robert Keene. Some people are said to be an old soul, perhaps because they have an even temperament and wisdom beyond their years. Ryan's beard alone might earn him the title, but he's also grown into a compassionate, mature leader whose humor and stoicism will carry him wherever he wants to go. Congratulations, Ryan. From Seoul, South Korea, Terry Kim. Quiet and easygoing, Terry nonetheless possesses a powerful curiosity and demanding intellect, and he's not content with the simple answer or easy route to getting there. A true scholar will miss both his intelligence and his kindness. Congratulations, Terry. From West Roxbury, Massachusetts, Grace Elizabeth Kohler. Gentle yet tough, contemplative and adventurous, Grace knows who she is and embodies her name in the way she walks, or rather strides, through life with kindness, generosity, and an appreciation for the way wilderness can inspire and heal us. Congratulations, Grace. From Center Sandwich, New Hampshire, Mary Irene LaRoe. Lively and intelligent, Mary has graced our campus with her wry wit and engaging conversation for 4 years. Her curiosity and advocacy have helped us become a more aware and just community. She has helped many girls gain confidence and strength, especially in the weight room. Congratulations, Mary. From Lake Oswego, Oregon, Nolan Pruitt Lawler. Since arriving at Holderness last August, Nolan's gentle mannerisms have improved the lives of anyone lucky enough to become his friend. His scrupulous attention to detail is remarkable in the classroom, and I hear he's pretty good at lacrosse, too. We wish we could have had Nolan for longer. Congratulations. From Bangor, Pennsylvania, Addison Lane McMillan. Addison is a scholar of the world, interested in what makes people tick, which ideas take hold, and how events shape our lives. His thoughtful, deliberate, curious nature reminds others to slow down, to listen, and to learn from the myriad opportunities presented to us each day. Congratulations, Addison. From Bristol, New Hampshire, Madeline Elizabeth Monahan. Like a ray of sunshine, Maddie lights up every room she walks into, every net she scores on, and stage she dances on. Her kindness, consideration for others, and unwavering positivity will help her create community wherever she goes. Congratulations, Maddie. From Waterville Valley, New Hampshire, Dante Francis Mulcahy. Focused on the end game, Dante is always looking ahead to what he needs to accomplish. Dante's time on the slopes kept him from the classroom, but didn't stop him from keeping up with his academic responsibilities. He has mastered the balancing act, and this skill alone should ensure him future success no matter the path he takes. Congratulations, Dante. From Wilmington, Massachusetts, Aiden Richard O'Connell. Aiden has made the most of his 2 years at Holderness. This two-time baseball captain helped rebuild a storied program and was a leader of the Boys of Winter in their historic winning season. Aiden finds success by doing the little things quietly, like becoming the Woodward Grill Master, and all those build to make things better for those around him. Congratulations, Aiden. From Waitsfield, Vermont, Peter Finn O'Hara. A disciplined, curious, and dedicated student athlete who pushes himself to excellence in class and in life, Finn loves to engage with the community with respect, positivity, and a smile. Despite not being able to participate in OB with his class, he jumped on the opportunity to check OB off his list this past March. Congratulations, Finn. From East Greenwich, Rhode Island, Willett Moon O'Neill. Sports, history, politics, you pick the topic, and Will happily engage in a thoughtful debate. He does not shy away from the hard work needed to succeed in the classroom and on the playing fields. This determined pursuit of excellence will ensure that Will is as successful after Holderness as he was here. Congratulations, Will. From Marblehead, Massachusetts, Cormac Alden O'Neill. This Woodward dorm leader set a great example for those around him with his caring nature and concern for others. Mac was a reliable teammate who excelled in lacrosse and football. We look forward to watching his college lacrosse games as he trades his blue and white for orange and blue. Congratulations, Mac. From Darien, Connecticut, Elizabeth Avery Olson. Genuine, hardworking, and ever thoughtful, E has sought to form the ties that tightly bind our Holderness community. Smart, feisty, and quick with a comeback, E talks fast, smiles brightly, and cares deeply for her friends and dormmates like a mama hen with her brood. She will brighten your day with her presence. Congratulations, Elizabeth. From Bridgewater, Massachusetts, Caroline Anna Palmer. Seemingly born a skeptic, Caroline walks through the world with a wry smile, self-deprecating wit, and a fundamentally kind bearing. Not much ruffles Caroline's feathers, and we appreciated her steadiness in friendships, schoolwork, and dorm life. Congratulations, Caroline. From Healdsburg, California, Bryce Sheridan Patterson. This Ned Gillette Spirit Award recipient's easygoing nature and tremendous smile mask his seriousness and sense of purpose, but show his deep care for those around him. His love of playing outdoors on local trails and waters and his engagement in the classroom have made him a vibrant and respected Holderness student. Congratulations, Bryce. From Charlotte, North Carolina, Evan James Plunkett. His advisor wrote, "I thought Plunks was a senior when I first met him his sophomore year." Mature and responsible beyond his years, this Dallas Award recipient is always thinking of others in his actions and striving to do the right thing. Holderness values, to be sure, but we can only take credit for nurturing what was already there in this natural-born leader. Congratulations, Evan. From St. Lazare, Quebec, Canada, Jake Hunter Pullen. Holderness scored a win 2 years ago when Jake joined our community. Smart, steady, principled, and good-natured, Jake is a model of hard work and determination. He makes his classes better, his teams better, and his dorm better, all the while sporting his trademark grin. Congratulations, Jake. From Bedford, New Hampshire, Nicholas Joseph Purnell. With a witty vocabulary and a positive approach to life, Nick has grown into a thoughtful young man whose determination has helped him achieve his goals. When he's not competing at a high level, he rallies his fellow Bulls through spirited emails to bring energy and enthusiasm to the rink, court, and sidelines. Congratulations, Nick. From Moultonborough, New Hampshire, Thomas Kevin Raymond. It should come as no surprise that Tommy is bound for the rigors of a West Point career. Even his posture seems built for a uniform, and he exudes a clear-eyed sense of purpose that commands respect from those who meet him. This four-year senior honed his leadership skills in many areas of school life, and we wish him well as he begins his training to be a U.S. Army officer. Congratulations, Tommy. I would now like to ask Holderness community member Sam Daigneault to present the next diploma to her son. From Holderness, New Hampshire, Declan Riley Radigan. Although only with us for 2 years, this Coaches Award winner has left a positive mark on Holderness, especially on the soccer field and basketball court. A two-sport varsity standout, Declan is happiest when he's playing, competing, being a kid, and having fun. We wish him the best next year as he takes his talents to the college soccer pitch. Congratulations, Declan. From Campton, New Hampshire, Maximilian Rafael Riccio Perez. We have seen but a glimpse of Max's talent, from his mastery of the drum kit, his award-winning photography, drawing, and filmmaking, to his brilliance in the classroom. He humbly achieves so much, and so much goes unheralded, hinting at even greater potential for his future. Best get his autograph now. Congratulations, Max. From Rosslyn Heights, New York, Shay Cassidy Robin. Shay's quick wit and fiercely independent mind made a quick impression on the community and led to his election as a leader after only 1 year. He has taken this role seriously, guiding younger students in the dorm and on the court, and the whole community has learned to appreciate his smile and kind attention. Congratulations, Shay. From Meredith, New Hampshire, Tanner Francis Robbins. The last of the Robbins brothers, Tanner created his own path at Holderness. As a 4-year day student and Eastern skier, he forged tight-knit relationships with each of those communities. His drive and determination will serve him well as he takes his next step to pursue skiing at a higher level. Congratulations, Tanner. From Bangkok, Thailand, Patadal Du Rotraksambat. We never found the limits of Du's knowledge or his good humor, whether it was in his hearty embrace of a song or poetry on the stage, his wry political cartoons, or his leadership with an inaugural Model UN club. We are so glad to have had him at Holderness, if only for a year, and feel grateful for how he showed us how to lead with pure curiosity and joy. Congratulations, Du. I would now like to ask Holderness community member James Ryan to present the next diploma to his son. From Plymouth, New Hampshire, Timothy James Ryan. Over the past 4 years, on any sunny spring day, Tim was a fixture on the baseball diamond. Smart, steadfast, and focused, he has moved through the Holderness community with purpose and drive and left a big impact on those who knew him best. The sky is the limit for this young man. Congratulations, Tim. From Winnetka, Illinois, Robert Walker Sharfstein. This 1-year postgraduate quickly adapted to life at Holderness. He was a well-loved teammate and roommate who found his voice in the classroom and on the ice. Bobby, although your time with us was short, you helped make Holderness a better place for everyone. Congratulations. From Suzhou, China, Lu Yao Jessica Shi. A professional student, ascending Nordy, and amateur skateboarder, Jessica is a force to be reckoned with. This Dana Rowe Award recipient steamed through Holderness with such energy, enthusiasm, and commitment that she leaves a wake, which will lap our shores long after she leaves. Congratulations, Jessica. From Brentwood, New Hampshire, Lindsay Rita Sador. Lindsay is that rare dynamo who knows how to chase a goal and attain it. Apart from her keen intellect, linguistic prowess, and curiosity about the world, Lindsay is the bright-eyed, warm-hearted friend and student who brings a spirit of generosity to everything she does, and we wish her the best as she launches into her future. Congratulations, Lindsay. From Haley, Idaho, Lachlan Hamill Simmers. Lachlan's love for lacrosse and sports in general might obscure his academic prowess. The intelligence that informs his ability to read the field found its counterpart in the classroom, where he was able to acquire knowledge and skills with quickness and agility. As he looks ahead to college, we hope the jock and jokester in him will come to embrace the scholar that lurks beneath. Congratulations, Lachlan. From Orinda, California, Caroline Grace Simmons. Smart, spunky, and committed to excellence, Caroline has poured her heart and soul into being the absolute best she can be. Whether leading the STEMinists, supporting her teammates, or challenging herself in the classroom, she provided a sterling example of how to live with purpose and meaning. Congratulations, Caroline. From Bangkok, Thailand, Pendhama Spencer Sindison. Humble in his pursuit of excellence, Spencer modeled what a deep commitment to inquiry looks like for our community. Not only was he curious about academic topics, but he also learned to row on Squam Lake and ski and play in the mountains of New Hampshire. We will miss his earnest commitment to whatever task is set before him and wish him success as he continues his studies. Congratulations, Spencer. From Telluride, Colorado, Merrick Spitzer. Merrick is a chill character. Easygoing, thoughtful, and happy to be on the golf course with his friends. At the same time, he embraces wild adventures with unbridled enthusiasm. Surfing, skiing, flying. Merrick knows where to hunt his fun. Congratulations, Merrick. From Marshfield, Massachusetts, Matthew Mark Stiles. Matt is a man of the world. He loves to engage in a good debate, and through his work with the Current Events Club, which he revived, and his senior capstone project on the new and emerging world of AI, Matt demonstrates his abiding curiosity for life and adventure and the wide world beyond. Congratulations, Matt. From Missoula, Montana, Clayton Walter Serber. Clayton is a humble master of many fields and an aficionado of language, Spanish and computer. An outdoor enthusiast who can be found mapping out mountain bike trails, ripping down something steep at Canyon, or picking apart a technical climb at the Rumney Rocks, Clayton finds joy just in being outside. Congratulations, Clayton. From Malden, Massachusetts, Andrea Dominique Turner. A Co-winner of this year's Coaches Award, Andrea is one of the most powerful athletes at the school. To see her in motion is awe-inspiring. She is also sharp, observant, and intuitive. If you're lucky enough to get into a conversation with her, she'll first make you laugh, then make you feel seen, heard, and special. Congratulations, Andrea. From Beijing, China, Xinyi Wang. After a full year of experiencing Holderness through a computer screen, Eric managed to easily segue to life on campus. His perfectly postured, helmeted, and expedited trips to class were wholly consistent with his demeanor in the classroom. A stoic and unyielding learner, his problem-solving abilities are outdone only by his wit. Congratulations, Eric. From Qingdao, China, Zijun Kevin Wang. A talented actor with an arrestingly sonorous voice, Kevin commanded attention in one-act plays, poetry out loud semifinals, and international chapels, specifically his rap duets with friend and classmate Sam. We wish him future applause as he takes the stage for his next act after Holderness. Congratulations, Kevin. From Middleburg, Virginia, Charlotte Reagan Werner. A Holderness lifer, an intrepid pioneer who paved the way for two younger siblings to attend Holderness behind her, Charlie discovered on campus a frontier of learning, friendships, and self-discovery. Both wide-eyed and wise to the world, she's still at the start of her journey, but we hope she considers this her northern home. Congratulations, Charlie. From Ketchum, Idaho, Alexander Prescott Wiedemann. Alec is a kind young man with a big smile. He's contributed to our outdoor teams in many ways during his 3 years at Holderness. Alec brought his spirit of adventure this winter by starting an unofficial ski joring team, which ended its season with no serious injury to horse or skier. Congratulations, Alec. From Ningbo, China, Johnny Zhang.
Hey, Johnny.
With every school production, Johnny inhabited his part fully, with outsized but convincing villainy, charm, haplessness, or moral fervor, inviting us into the fun of theater. He approached his academics with the same attitude and energy, combining a seriousness of purpose with a waggish sense of fun. He is unfailingly polite, but also maybe mischievous to the core. Congratulations, Johnny. From Shenyang, China, Pushen Sam Zhao. Sam's signature attitude is laid back, caring, and friendly, and it made his time at Holderness seem stress-free. Even picking dress code outfits for this sharp dresser seemed a breeze. When he wasn't honing that insouciant style, you could find him playing basketball and improving his skills on the court. We will miss Sam's kind smile, quiet humor, and those rousing rap performances. Congratulations, Sam. And finally, from Changsha, China, Yang Yi Terry Ju. The unofficial mayor of Holderness Terry is a jack of all trades. You could always find him doing 20 things in one day, whether playing goalie for soccer, talking to adults after a class, helping students on the path and in study hall, or preparing for a very important tennis match. Not a day went by when you didn't see this Marshall Award recipient doing something out and about. Congratulations, Terry.
We talk often about Holderness seeking to develop people that the world needs most. Class of 2023, you are those people. Congratulations. I will now ask Bishop Rob to lead our benediction.
Life is short, and we haven't much time to gladden the hearts of those who travel the way with us. So be swift to love and make haste to be kind. And the blessing of the God who loves us with a power and a presence that is stronger than death be with us all. Amen.
Thank you so much, Bishop Rob. Just a couple of reminders for everyone about how we will process out. Our faculty will be going first, our seniors will follow, and Fordo asked me to remind our underclassmen to stay and help with the chairs. As our seniors recess, their lines will crisscross over the school crest towards the end of the tent. Friends and family, we invite you all to join us over in Weld for lunch. Thank you all for being a part of this wonderful day. It is my great honor and privilege to present to you our newest Holderness School alumni, the class of 2023.
Yeah, thank you. You too.
go, Sam.